guys, so today is cycle day 1 of our 15th cycle trying to conceive baby number 1. We have officially hit the 16-month of trying mark, which obviously means that we were not successful last month. So far, my period started this morning when I was actually sitting down on the toilet. So I haven't had much. It's been kind of heavy, pretty heavy actually, and I have had some pretty bad cramping and bloating also. I did get a new brand of sanitary pads because the Stay Free pads that I've been using have been causing me quite a few problems. So I went to Whole Foods and got the all-natural cotton hypoallergenic pads, and I'm giving those a shot this time. So this month we have a new plan in place. Some of the old stuff, a lot of the old stuff actually, and some new stuff. First and foremost, we're really trying to, number 1, eat, and number 2, eat healthy. I am not an eater by nature. I typically don't get hungry very often, so I'm really forcing myself to try and sit down and make sure I'm eating a breakfast and a lunch every single day. My husband also, I'm trying to get him to eat as well, and not only just eating, but eating healthier snacks, or well, food as well. The other day for dinner, I, no joke, had some macaroni and cheese. I just changed the noodles for gluten-free noodles, and like 35 of the miniature Snicker bars. I'm not even joking, that was my dinner. So we need to work on eating healthier. We also talked about going back to making love at night instead of in the mornings. I found that a lot of times in the mornings, even though the sperm counts are supposed to be higher, I was losing a lot more because I would have to get up and continue my day. Whereas if we do it at night, I can just kind of lay there and not really move around a lot. So we're going back to nighttime, or really just kind of whenever we feel like it. I am going to be a lot stricter on every other day when my period stops until cycle day 12, and then every day until ovulation. I am still temping. I am still going to track my mucus. That's 2 things that the doctor really wanted me to do, so that if we need to go back to the reproductive endocrinologist in after, not this cycle, but 2 cycles after that, then we would have the data for her, so we wouldn't have to postpone much. I am going to continue the abdominal massage that I did last month. I don't know if that's why I ovulated earlier, if that had anything to do with it, or if it was just my body, but it is one thing that I am going to continue doing this month. We are also going to continue the Conceive Easy Lubrication. It's something that we really like just as a lube in general, and the added benefit of having it be sperm friendly is really great. And I'm also going to try and stay stress-free as much as possible. I have a few plans for that I'm going to put into place and see what ends up happening, but I don't know. And then the last thing I think that we may try this time is some essential oils. I've heard really good things about them in relaxation and also just with fertility issues in general. So I'm going to give those a go maybe this month. So that's just about it for fertility information, but in general life, I was just on Amazon and I have sold 4 of my cookbooks, and 3 people have checked them out using the Kindle Unlimited or Kindle Owners Lending Library. So I want to thank those people that have bought it. If you haven't already done so, you can buy it on Amazon.com. It's only $2.99 in the US. I know I have a few followers elsewhere. Amazon actually adjusted the price to reflect the $2.99 US dollars in other currencies, so it may actually be a little bit cheaper in I know Amazon.com/or.uk is like $209 or something like that. So there are some. It's a pretty cheap book, and I will leave the US link below. But if you search for Gluten-Free, Fast and Fabulous by Jessica Reppenhagen, that's me. It'll probably pull up wherever you're from. And I started back to work on Wednesday. We did Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at work with no students, and the students are coming back to school on Monday. We only have 6 students in the class right now, which is great because they are students with affective needs. I am only working mainly with a kindergartner and a first grader, who neither of which are physically aggressive, they're just verbally aggressive. So I'm really looking forward to not being physically assaulted every day when I go to work. I will be teaching 2nd grade math to 3 of the 4 2nd graders. The 4th 2nd grader is not at a 2nd grade math level. Of the 3 2nd graders that I'm teaching 2nd grade math to, I taught 1st grade math to them as 1st graders last year, so I'm just continuing on with that. And we're kind of just assessing the situation as we go. Both myself and the regular classroom teacher need to keep things as light and stress-free as possible, so we are doing as little as possible to make things more difficult for ourselves. And then the last thing is I have not heard back from the allergist yet regarding the blood that they drew on the 11th of August. It's now the 23rd, so I would have thought I would have heard something by now, but I guess not. I did leave a couple messages for them, and I still haven't heard anything back, but I was on the patient portal the other day, and the blood tests are all back, or at least what I can see of the tests are all back. There are some tests that I cannot view online, and there are portions of tests that I can view online that are not available online, the other parts of them. So I was able to pull them off. I printed them off and sent a copy to the nurse that works with my pelvic pain doctor, who gave the results to both the pelvic pain doctor and the reproductive endocrinologist to make sure that all of the levels are safe for us in trying to have a baby. There were some levels that were high, mainly having to do with red and white blood cells, and there was a low number in the BUN is the acronym. It's like blood urea nitrogen or something like that. That was low, and then there was an ANA and test and teeter, which came back 140 speckled. So it's an abnormal result. I don't know what it really means as far as trying to have a baby. I don't know what it means as far as my hives go, but there were some abnormal results that I need answers to. I just need somebody to call me back and let me know what exactly it means. So if you're interested in looking, I posted all of the results from the blood test on my blog. The link is below in the description box.
Busted.
Is it turned on?
It's way down. Way high.
Maybe that's why I was so hot last night. I was so hot.
If you're hot, think about how I feel.
You looked fine. So just go check it out. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the